First of all, thank you for being on our YouTube. May I ask where you are from?
We are from Italy.
Oh, Italy.
Yeah.
Which part of Italy?
We live in the north of Italy, Milan.
Oh, Milan. When did you fly into Japan?
We arrived 1 week ago.
Yeah, 1 week ago.
A week ago. To Osaka or
Tokyo.
Tokyo, Narita.
Tokyo,
Narita.
And have you been to other places?
Kyoto.
Cities?
Tokyo, Kyoto, and today
Osaka.
Okay, so it's like 2 or 3 days each.
Yeah, more or
Yes.
less.
Oh, I see. Where did you go in those places? Like Tokyo and
In Tokyo.
Kyoto.
So we visit the main places in Tokyo. We stay in Shibuya.
So you join in a tour or something, or
No.
just by yourself?
We visit some neighborhood like Shibuya,
Shinjuku.
Odaiba Island.
Whatever.
A lot of temples, parks. We just going around to visit around Tokyo.
You loved it?
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Oh, okay. It was not so crowded or busy?
No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's very organized and at the end it's easy to move. I mean,
So by train.
yeah, or metro,
or metro.
or yeah.
Or metro,
Also
yeah.
walking.
How about in Kyoto?
In Kyoto, I mean, of course, we see the Gion neighborhood.
It's like a silver temple? Does it
Yeah,
call it?
as
Yeah.
well.
The golden temple and the
And
silver.
the silver one.
We went to Fujimi Inari.
Oh, Fujimi Inari.
With a lot of tori.
The red
Yeah,
torii.
exactly. Exactly.
Was it crowded or?
Depends.
Depends.
On I mean, because then walking until the top,
Uh-huh.
there are, I mean, some very crowded moment and some not. So no.
Oh, I see.
We went in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe you chose the
Could
best
be.
of
Early in the morning, so it was not so crowded. So
I see.
it's perfect spot.
Maybe that is a good advice
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the visitors.
And also because it's very hot, so before, considering that you need to walk a little bit to go to the top, so we decided to go better in the morning. Yeah.
Have you tried something very Japanese, like event or food or anything, like activities?
Yeah, we spent a night with the Japanese people
Nice.
that invite us in an art gallery.
So some of them were actually exposing their photos and their work. They were artists, and so we went there with them and we stayed with them, talking, enjoying the time
Yeah.
together.
drinking some beers,
Oh.
trying food, the dried fish, sashimi, and all things that are typical here in Japan.
Have you eaten those Japanese cuisine in Italy?
I mean, it's very common to eat sushi in Italy, but it's different in a way.
How different? Yeah.
It's actually is less sashimi, and everything is more like rolls, but filled with everything. It could be mayonnaise, could be soft cream, cheese, everything at the
Yeah.
end. So
Is it like a rice outside?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Uramaki,
now- The California roll.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, as well.
Yeah, I knew that by that
Yeah.
name, but
Yeah.
you call it uramaki.
yeah.
Usually in
Oh.
Italy, in the sushi restaurant,
Uh-huh.
they call it uramaki, but
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
no,
the rolls with
Right, but
everything
it's like a
inside.
it's like the California roll or this kind of thing. Yes.
I see. Interaction with Japanese people at night, that was the kind of most interesting
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They speak Japanese, English, or you guys speak Japanese?
No.
No, we don't speak Japanese. We have some guys, some artists there that could translate from Japanese to English.
Oh, I see.
Some people speak both Japanese clearly and English, and someone just Japanese. But we could understand by the translation of the guys.
Yeah.
So it was super nice.
Oh, yeah. So you guys love pictures, like paintings?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff? Oh, and those artists are from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. One artist, female artist, is from Kyoto. The other guy is from Kyoto too. Some other people from Tokyo.
It was an exhibition organized by a gallery from Kyoto, Kika Gallery, and they organized this exposition in Tokyo, and so they were there for the exposition.
Oh, I see. I don't know, you have only just a week experiences in Japan, but do you have, or did you find something cool about Japan and you want to bring back to your country? Like anything like a tangible, intangible, it doesn't matter, you know. Like
I would say maybe the respect or the way people interact in between each other. I mean, everyone here looks very respectful. So like if you ask for help, everyone is trying to help you and to and yeah, I mean the fact also that people here looks kind of respectful to everything, to the sense of community and
the nature too. So
I see.
very respectful with the nature to
respect common spaces and common living at the end.
I see. When you were in a public place, you guys are like your voice is lowered down.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
stuff.
exactly. I feel
I
like
see. Great. Then, kind of like the message can you give to our viewers, those who are thinking about coming Japan, visiting Japan, but not sure or hesitating, and good advice.
Yeah, we have to think that Japan is completely different from what we are common to see in Europe, but is the key of the important key of traveling is to discover new worlds. So new country, new different culture. So it's the perfect way to enjoy something that is not common every day.
Oh, great! Thank you for getting my interview, and
thank you so much.
I hope you guys have a great trip.
Thank you so much.
After that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too.
Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you. First of all, thank you for being on our YouTube. And first of all, I'd like to ask you where you are from.
So we're from England, London.
From London.
We work at a law firm in London, so we're both lawyers.
Lawyers?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And you took a long vacation?
Yes.
Oh, how long are you going to?
So I'm staying for 6 weeks, and he's staying for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So we live together, but first 2 weeks we're together. After 4 weeks she'll be on her own. I'm back at work.
Oh, okay. The both lawyers,
Yes.
attorneys? Okay, if I have some problem, I'd like to reach you better. When did you arrive? The 2 weeks ago, you said?
Yes, so we got here last week, and we arrived into Tokyo, and then we travelled to Kyoto, and then Hiroshima, and we visited Miyajima, and then now to Osaka.
Oh, you went to Miyajima?
Miyajima.
How did you like it?
Oh, it was amazing.
Beautiful, yeah. They had a lot of deer as well that you could talk to, and they came up.
To the deer.
Well, they came up to you and tried to steal my ice cream. And,
The deer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Very friendly, very friendly.
Another place than Nara, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to Nara on Friday.
Friday.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to see the big Buddha.
The big Buddha, and when we were in Tokyo, we went to Kamakura and Enoshima Island, and saw the big Buddha in Kamakura as well.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to go see the big Buddha in Nara.
Oh, I see. What do you think about this castle?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's much bigger than I thought, actually.
Really?
I didn't know it'd be so big because I mean it's an old building, obviously. And I studied history at university, so I love historical buildings and things like that. But it's a massive area. All the fort all around it is very big. I didn't know it was so big, with a big moat all around it.
Not only the building.
Not only the building, but the whole
the
complex.
land.
The whole area,
Yeah.
And it's been so interesting to see all the different historical aspects between all the different cities, the differences between Osaka and Kyoto and Tokyo. It's been really, really interesting, hasn't it?
The castle has a good story inside, so all the different ways it tells you about the history of the castle and the surrounding area and the wars and battles that were fought across Japan in between. And then you get to the top and you have a great viewpoint as well of Osaka. So we just arrived today in Osaka, so it was a good way to see the history, but also see the landscape of the city as well. So.
Did you another castle?
This is the first castle.
First castle. We've seen lots of temples, lots of shrines.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, this is the first castle we've been to.
We've been to a few imperial palaces as well. So
In Tokyo.
in Kyoto and Tokyo.
Yeah.
What kind of like Japanese experiences have you had so far?
Last
or
night?
Not yet?
Last night was a really good one. We had the okonomiyaki
Oh, okay.
in it's called okonomiyori.
Okonomimura in Hiroshima, the famous okonomiyaki area, and there's a big building that has just okonomiyaki restaurants on every floor, and so it's served on the teppan grill in front of you. And we are going to a ramen cooking class back in Tokyo to learn how to make ramen for ourselves. Well, we're going next week. Hopefully we'll learn a lot because we want to try and make it back at home.
Right.
Most of our Japanese experiences are around food, so a lot of where you sit in front of people cooking, and we had like a tempura night in front of tempura chefs making all this tempura stuff for us, and okonomiyaki as well. And we went to a ramen bar, so they had a really nice ramen made for us as well.
It's been really interesting. As you said, we love to explore the different foods in the area, and it's been really interesting to go into lots of different izakayas and little small restaurants that you wouldn't necessarily, they don't look like much from the outside, and then you go in and you have these amazing restaurants that chefs have been making the food for years and years, and it's
all
just
the food is great.
Incredible experience.
One other thing was an onsen, onsen, which is very different to something in London. You never see that in London.
We don't have onsen back home.
So I had to be very brave and go into an onsen, but it was really good. Really, very relaxed, and that was in Kyoto, and it was in our hotel, and it was quite high up, so you had a view over the city. So that was very hot, but very peaceful. It was a good experience to do an onsen as well.
That kind of the culture is very unique of Japan, but also there are some in Turkey or that kind of place.
They have Turkish baths and Turkish spas, and I've done like a Turkish mud bath in the past, but it's very different. It doesn't feel as relaxing and peaceful as Japanese culture, and
it's very just reflective of Japanese culture in general. Everybody is so polite and so friendly and so enthusiastic, and particularly with the restaurants we've been into, everybody is so passionate about what they're doing, and they love seeing us come. And even last night in this okonomiyaki restaurant, we had a Japanese family next to us, and they were talking to us about why we're here in Japan, and it's really fascinating for us to be able to speak to the local people as well, and be able to learn more about the area. And even on our first day in Tokyo, we went to the government building, and we got a tour from this lovely lady who gave us a tour of the whole building and the whole area, and was showing us all the sights in Tokyo, and that was incredible, wasn't it? She was just a volunteer showing us around, and it just speaks to the culture of Japan. Everyone's so lovely. It's been amazing.
I always feel like very proud of Japan.
you should.
And it really shows as well. It really shows that everybody is so proud of this
and
country.
everything is so clean. Everyone, there's so much care. Everyone cares about how things look and the cleanliness, and I love that. You don't get that in the UK as much. So I think it's something to be proud of.
Particularly noticed there's not very many bins here, especially in Tokyo. There's no bins anywhere, but it helps to keep the streets even cleaner, I think. You'd think that if there are no bins there'd be more litter, but because there's no bins, people are more conscious of taking it away with them and not just leaving it out. So that's been really fascinating, hasn't it? But we've definitely got used to keeping a little bag of rubbish with us.
I think the Shinkansen was great as well, the bullet train, fast train.
Right.
In the UK we have very slow trains, they're always late, always delayed. The Shinkansen is always on time, super fast, clean, spacious.
Within the UK, so to get around in the UK, the trains take a really long time. So to travel the same distance here would take like an hour and a half. It would take 4 or 5 hours back in the UK.
So my family live up north, and it takes me forever to get there all the time. They're always cancelled or delayed as well, so very hard.
What kind of culture or what kind of Japanese stuff? It doesn't matter, like a tangible or intangible. What would you like to bring to your country?
I really like. I say how clean everything is as well. So that's something that I'd like to see more of. But also, I feel like Japanese culture, people are much more trusting. You can trust people and much more respectful of public places, but also each other. And in the UK, I think you would never leave your belongings out on a table to get stolen. Whereas in Japan, never happens. People would hand things in, or they would say, "He forgot this," or whatever. So people, it's the kindness, perhaps, maybe.
And I think, as we spoke about just then, about you saying you're proud of your country, I think that we've seen that massively. And as I said, when we had a tour of Tokyo on the first day, the lady was so proud of everything she was showing us. And it's so nice to see everybody so proud of their country and wanting to show that off. And I think that's something that's really nice, and I'd like to sort of take that home and to be able to see that more back home. People will be proud of themselves and their area.
And they're proud of the food too. So there is good food in the UK, but there's a lot of average food as well. So whereas Japan, everything is really good, and everyone's proud of what they cook and create, and you don't have that in the UK. So the food culture I'd like in the UK as well. And the vending machines. I love the vending machines. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
Always
it's really
have a
convenient,
drink.
especially when it's really hot, to be able to stop and get a drink.
Yeah, and the air conditioning. We need more air conditioning.
We don't need it back home.
What do you buy the vending machine? Like a coffee?
Generally a cold drink, because it's been so hot. It's not so hot in Osaka, but back in Kyoto, it was so hot in Kyoto. And so you're walking down the street, you need to have a drink all the time because you get so dehydrated. So that's been nice to be able to have a cold drink wherever you are.
Yeah.
And all the convenience stores, so 7-Eleven, Lawson, Family Mart, they have loads of options. So much selection. In the UK, there's not that much. It's a few, but not that much. But there's so much cold drinks, but also you can have like small heated burgers or wraps or whatever.
So cultural.
Or you have your seafood.
Yeah, those sushi triangles.
Sushi triangle.
We like those.
Sushi triangle?
You know
like that.
wrapped in nori, rice wrapped in nori?
Onigiri, maybe we
Yes,
call
yeah,
it?
onigiri.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
They're really good as well.
Sushi triangle, onigiri.
There's so much choice. In the UK, is not that much choice in the small shops, I don't think. So that would be good.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a lot.
We love it here.
But if we go to London, so there is no that kind of hospitality we cannot find.
It's just different. Here everybody is so passionate about what they're doing, and I think something we discussed the other day is how here a lot of the food is very traditional Japanese food. For example, you have the ramen and the sushi and the Hiroshima okonomiyaki and all of these things, whereas in London, although we do have some really good food in London, we take a lot of inspiration from other cultures. So if we go out to eat in the UK, we'd go out for an Italian meal or a Japanese meal or a Chinese meal. There's not that much food that is very British influence. So it's really nice here for everybody to be so proud of their own food and everyone to be so passionate about what they're making. And I think that's slightly different in the UK. There's a lot more restaurants where it's just a different experience. When you see the chefs cooking right in front of you and they're so passionate and so excited about what they're doing.
Like an artist.
Yeah, it really is a form of art, and it's such a nice experience, isn't it?
I love it. Yeah, I bring that back. For sure.
Yeah.
Wow, I see. Lastly, do you have some message or advice to those who are considering coming to Japan or hesitating?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just do it, because honestly, it's one of those things. I've wanted to come to Japan for my whole life, and a lot of people, we're still quite young, and a lot of people said to us, "Oh, Japan's really expensive. Go when you're a bit older, when you've got a bit more money." And I thought, well, I'll have more money when I'm older, but I'm never going to have all this time again. So, we've come here. Yeah, the flights were not very cheap from the UK, but once you're here, as we said, the convenience of the little local stores, you can eat very cheaply if you want to. Obviously, there are some amazing restaurants that are very expensive, but it's not expensive to be here every day. And just having this experience now, when we've got this time and energy and youth in us, don't hold back doing it. Don't put it off until you're older. Just come and do it. We love it, don't we?
I think my message would be, it can seem quite scary because a lot of people say in Japan there's not loads of English speakers. English isn't always amazing, but it is not that hard to move around when you're here. So getting the trains, the subway, the tram, whatever it it's actually not that hard. You know,
Yeah.
it is very simple. It all works, it all flows and mixes together. So don't be scared about the non-English speaking element. Don't
Yeah,
be
that's
scared
very
about
true.
the transport.
Yeah.
It all works when you're here.
You figure it out,
works.
and everybody is so friendly. And even if we speak 2 different languages, we figure it out, you know. And people speak a lot less English than I thought, to be honest. But we figured it out, haven't we? And even today, you know, we're going to see the baseball on Friday, and we went to a little machine, and it was all in Japanese, and we had a little translator that we were using our phones to translate the message, and we've used this machine all in Japanese and managed to get tickets to go to some baseball on Friday. So that's exciting. But you get by, you know, as you say, the language barrier is not a barrier. It's been so easy, and yeah.
Don't be scared about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious about the baseball.
Yes.
Which
We're going
baseball?
to see,
Yeah.
now you say the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes.
Oh, I
at the
see.
Kaisera Dome here in Osaka.
I see.
Because obviously baseball is a big sport here.
Right.
I've never
So-
seen it before. My first baseball. Very excited. Apparently it's very
It's
fun.
more like a football culture,
Yeah.
Yes.
so you don't see baseball.
Yeah.
We play football and cricket. Do you know cricket?
Yeah.
Yeah, cricket as well. Baseball's, to me, I have never seen, but it's simple, more simple. You just
Do you know the
throw,
rule?
you throw
I've seen
and hit.
baseball a few times. I've seen it in America, and I have seen it in London. The American teams came to London. So I think it'll be a really good experience to see it here in Japan.
Be good
Yeah.
fun, hopefully.
Okay, well, thank you for talking
Thank
to
you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
And I hope you guys keep enjoy staying in Japan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for being on our YouTube channel. First, I want to ask you where you are from.
We're from Paris, France. Yeah.
Oh, I see. How many times you have visited Japan?
This is our first time.
Oh, the first time? Where did you fly into?
Tokyo.
How long ago?
2 weeks ago,
Oh, then
yeah.
you have you've been to a lot of places since then?
we've been to Tokyo, Kyoto,
Uh-huh.
Hiroshima, and that's it.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like 5 days each or something?
yeah,
So you had a good adventure over there?
yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
What kind of experiences did you have?
We've been to a karaoke bar in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was funny to have a night out. We
Yeah.
did onsen.
Yes, we
Where,
went
in
to
Tokyo or?
no Shinsunsen.
伊豆静岡県
Yes.
伊豆 OK
Very popular place.
Very popular place,
Yeah, Izu is a
The matcha place.
area.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and did you do the tea ceremony?
Yeah,
or
we
Yeah.
did a little bit. Yeah,
something? Really?
just like, drink some matcha. And he never had some, so it was just a discovery.
Did you like it?
Me, not so much. It was not so bad, but not sweety enough for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But you eat with,
Yes.
drink tea with sweets.
Yeah, we get some
Like mochi cakes, but it's still too.
Oh, it's not sweet enough.
For me, yes, not for him.
I'm
Yeah.
used to drink some black
Black
tea,
sweet tea. Yeah.
black sweet tea. So the matcha it's the opposite for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the ceremony was very beautiful, and it was.
Did you have any a specific image or impression about Japan, or did you study about Japan when you?
No, but I think we have an image of Japan in France through art and the manga.
Oh, manga. Oh, I see. Do you have a particular manga you like?
I love Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah, this is my favorite. Then all the manga like
Parasite.
Dragon Ball Z, Parasite. Yes, Parasite is a small series on Netflix.
And then all the mangas from Ghibli Studio.
Oh, Ghibli.
Yeah.
That is very popular.
Yeah.
I see. Do you have something you want to bring back to your country, like Japanese, tangible or intangible? It's okay.
Japanese elegance, but that's intangible. But tangible, we bought like knives and tea and just like the basic
Are you a cook?
touristic stuff.
We cook a lot in Paris, so this is very useful for us.
Yeah, I think it's pretty popular. The
Yeah.
Japanese knives over
Yeah.
there. But are you both cook?
More him than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I saw the cap over there.
Yeah, this is another souvenir.
Do you have some like advice or a message to our viewers who are considering coming to Japan?
Yeah, before coming here, everybody told us to stay a long time in Tokyo because it's a big city. But it was very fun to go to Kyoto and Osaka. So get a longer stay in Osaka because it's very cool to see. Lot of food to eat, very good food. Lot of souvenirs, very fun shop.
What kind of food did you try?
Yakitori, sushi.
Takoyaki here.
Takoyaki. Yeah.
And now we want to do a ramen.
Yeah.
Can you find it in Paris too?
We can, but it's not really the same taste and the same quality.
And from now, which direction you're going to? Which part?
We're leaving tonight, so we're super sad. Yeah.
Oh, from Osaka?
Yeah.
Okay, then I want you to have a great dinner. What do you want to have today?
I think we want to do
Ramen?
and
then go back to the hotel to take the flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last moment we have in Osaka.
Oh, and this weather.
Yeah.
But it's actually great because it's not as hot.
Oh, yeah.
So to run around the galleries, it's nice and it's fun to see a thunderstorm in Japan too. See different weather.
It's a good opportunity to be in the gallery because we are covered and it's okay.
And did you visit to the shrine? That's
Not
why you
yet, but we went to the other shrine this morning.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Namba Osaka Jinja.
Have you been to the Osaka Castle?
No, didn't have the time yet.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
But you want to visit again?
Yes, we want to.
Yeah, because
There's still a lot more things to do. We didn't have the time to do yet.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking to me.
Yeah,
And
sure.
I hope you enjoyed the last night
you.
tonight. And
Arigatou gozaimasu.
great. Yeah.
Thank
Have
you.
Yeah.